Hello everybody and welcome back to A Plague Tale. Now, I've played this game before, if I'm being honest, but it is still one of the greatest games I have played, and if you've not played it, I highly recommend you do. This is one of the best story games I've played. It's made it into my top 5, and it's just truly an amazing experience about, I guess, a daughter and an estranged brother that don't know each other well. But this game truly is one of the best. It reminds me a lot of The Last of Us in how it's kind of told, I guess you could say. A bit like Assassin's Creed, it's got some stealth in there, but if you just play this game, it's pretty cheap right now on Steam, on sale. And this isn't an ad, this is not sponsored or anything. I'm not that well known enough to be sponsored, but this is just an experience. The music in this game is truly amazing. Most of the music in this video is stuff that I wrote and stuff that I performed myself, but you will hear clips in this video of the game's music, and it's truly beautiful, and I can't thank them enough for making this game. Last time we were here, we were at our family's house when we got attacked by the English. We jumped into a river, and now, swimming out of the river, we have landed in this strange town that seems to be weirdly abandoned. We don't know why. We don't know what's happening. All we need is help, and that's what we're looking for right now. As I wander through the town, I notice people start running away from me. Maybe it's because I'm ugly, maybe it's because I am the plague. We don't really know, but I still knock on their doors trying to sell them their car's extended warranty. Nobody responds, as per usual, but I am greeted by something very weird. I notice a child is holding my hand. What the fuck is this? Where did the child come from? I don't remember having a little brother. I don't remember anything. But to be fair, I was kidnapped. Soon after knocking on all the doors, I realized that this is a huge waste of time. Now, one thing I don't find a waste of time is going in the direction that I'm not supposed to go, the long route. And I'm glad I did, because I got to take some horrible and beautiful photos. This was truly a life-changing experience, as I've never taken a photo before. What is a camera? I can't tell you that. What isn't a camera? Now I can tell you that, because a camera is a bucket. Everything's a bucket. Don't you remember? After spending much too much time on the camera, I decide that I want to see some chickens. Because chickens, unlike people, are my true friends. And what is a chicken when you don't have a bag of rocks beside you? Now, the game tells me to look at a window, so I look at a window, but I don't see anything. So the game's probably just trying to distract me from the chickens, because all I want in this life is chickens. After jumping in the chicken coop, I realize that this is really fucking boring. So I decide that I don't want to stay here any longer. See you later, chickens. You can go fuck yourselves. As I keep on wandering through the village on my quest to find Lauren Tidepod, I've come across an X, and basically, as Captain Hook says, X marks the spot. So I try to find every single X I can. No, this does not mean that the person inside is plagued. You are plagued. Plagued in the mind. Your mind is sick. You sick person. By the time I'm leaving the area, my little, weird, kidnapped brother starts talking to me. He says he smells cooked meat. I love cooked meat. I love human cooked meat. Isn't that a pretty sight? Don't you just love the smell of burning flesh in the morning? And as I look up to this grandma about to be burnt alive, I feel nothing. Because emotions are useless. They just get in the way of things. Being a psychopath is truly the only way to exist in a world with this guy in it. And as I'm waiting for this guy to finish talking silently so I can move on with the journey, he starts talking about me and how I got everyone sick. Just because I didn't wear a mask during COVID, didn't wash my hands, and shat in everyone's food, that doesn't mean I got everyone sick. How do you know it was me? I didn't do anything. As I start to run away from these people that definitely want to see me happy and fed, I can't help but notice that these people somehow teleport. How do they know where I'm running? How do they not know where I'm running? But this house provides me safety. How does this guy know I'm in the house? I don't know how he knows I'm in the house. It's just weird. I like to be as silent as I can, I throw rocks at metal until this man walks down the stairs. Now, you'd think that he'd see me, since I'm really fucking obvious and very loud. I'm not stealthy at all. But he doesn't. And just like the good citizen he is carrying his sickle, I'm sure he's a great comrade. Finally out of the building, I feel free again. But that doesn't last for long, as I'm still fucking being chased. By who? I don't know, I didn't see them. You definitely didn't see them, because I didn't see them. And what I see is what I believe in. And if I see them, then I do believe in them. And if I don't, then they never existed. But even barns can be a good shelter for people in a crisis. Do I know what that means? No, not at all. Am I just trying to fill time? A little bit. Finally moving stuff out of the way, I feel great jumping again. I've never jumped like this in my life before. Jumping truly gives me the joy in life. It gets me jumping. I don't wear jumpers, because I don't jump in jumpers. But if I'm wearing a jumper, hitting a big solid object out of the sky truly gives me more joy. Joy equal to the amount of cocaine I did 12 minutes ago. And nothing gives me exorbitant amount of joy as moving such heavy thing falling out of the sky. But as much as I try, I still find it relatively hard and scary to climb over ledges, which is why I keep on backing away from them. I've now gone a solid 20 seconds without anybody realizing that I was here. Will that last? Oh, definitely not. In a second, people are gonna start teleporting all around me. Then what will I have to do? I'm not sure. But as my brother climbs this ladder, I can't help but feel that somebody is watching me. And as the ladder crumbles under his massive weight, I get scared to shit when I start to hide behind a corner. Do I need to do this? Not at all. Do I see those rocks? Yes, I do. Do I need those rocks? No, I don't. I finally find my brother sitting at the top of a ledge, taunting me, telling me how I'm such a stupid idiot person. But that doesn't bother me, as I know that at some point in life, I will hit him in the head with a rock. Do I know when? I don't know when. But I'm for certain that it will happen. Escaping the invisible people that are trying to follow me, I see this man again. Let's call him Mr. Bean, because he looks like a giant bean. Do I know what beans look like? No, I'm only a 3rd grader. I do learn from past mistakes, as instead of running full speed, I try to be a bit sneaky, which works out because these guys are fucking everywhere. Do I know who this guy is? No. Do I feel bad for him? No. Will I kill him? No. Could I kill him? No. Walking through this forest makes me feel sneaky, eggs and bakey. Does that sentence make sense? Yes, it does. You're just an idiot if you don't understand it. Now, for a while here, I try to find out what I'm supposed to do. I love throwing pot. Pot is fun to throw around. But I feel like Pot wouldn't want to be thrown there, so I move him over a bit before throwing him into the dirt, crushing him into 1,000 pieces. As I find comfort in finally being protected, I realize that I'm not protected, as I'm still being chased around the town. I don't know what I'm being chased for, nobody's told me yet, but I'm sure it's important. Maybe I'm just playing a big game of tag. Now that I've entered this household, that means that I'm in a new cell. And essentially, that means that people aren't going to be able to get in here, because I have teleported to another dimension. The house dimension. There's your little insight on how games work. As I wander around the house, I'm truly scared my brother doesn't know how to open doors, but when he finally does, I sprint full speed down the street, like any good person would. Now, I don't really understand why there's a pig there, but what I can say is that I do love bacon, so I debate whether going back, but an old lady decides to kidnap me instead. Finally, we are safe. I've never felt this safe before, even though this old lady did just kidnap us. Do I know what she's going to tell us? I don't know, but we're in her grasp now, truly afraid and alone. This is a very weird old lady, as she's totally fine with what's happening and doesn't pay any attention to it. She tells us to go upstairs and teleport into new clothes, so we obey her and we get ready. I may have been running for the past hour and a half, but that does not affect my ankles at all. As I walk towards the bedroom, and I press the letter E on the chest, I open up the chest and immediately teleport into my new clothes. She says that these were her granddaughters. Do I know why her granddaughters were wearing armor? I don't. Why is she just giving us random clothes? Where are her granddaughters? What is happening? No idea. While walking down the stairs, I feel this weird twinge that this old lady is going to give me some leather and some tools. Now, I'm not that good at telling the future, but when I do tell the future, it is always right. Like how I know that my brother, as much as he's kind of an idiot, will be an even bigger idiot later on. As this lady continues to talk, I can't help but feel that she would be much cooler if she was the grandma from Atomic Heart, wielding nothing but an AK-47 fighting a league of robots. I think that is truly the greatest grandma to have ever lived, and nobody else can top it. But the old grandma continues to talk to me and tells me that the man I'm looking for went to church, just like I went to church when my dog died after he was eaten by an army of rats. She also tells us that nobody goes near the church anymore, but she doesn't explain why. She just says, "Church bad. Don't go. Rat. R. Tweet tweet." I think she turned into a bird halfway through, but I can't entirely be sure. As my lovely grandma then tells me to raid her pantries for all the supplies I need, I take her seriously, as I walk into the back room, finding some tools on a barrel. Now, this grandma doesn't look like the workshop kind, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's killed 500 people. That's just something grandmas do. I spend a while looking for the leather, not looking at the giant pile of leather behind me. Because, who needs vision? That's overrated. There we go. There's the leather. Why don't I take the rest of it? I don't know, I could really use it. It's one of the most important resources, but I guess we've fallen into video game logic again. Crafting is one of the interesting parts of this game. There are many interesting parts of this game, but crafting is definitely more interesting. And by adding some more leather to my sling, I can now instant headshot people, as I try to instant headshot this grandma. My brother is not satisfied for long as he starts clanging away in the other room. There's enemies nearby, and my brother is a total dick. Look at the dick he is, just hammering away at nothing. Is he trying to be me? I don't know. He's pretty stupid, even though I'm not supposed to call him that. He gets pretty angry, and then I tell him his mom is dead, and I laugh in his face. Isn't that hilarious? I hope you find that hilarious. And I also tell him his dad is dead. He starts freaking out more. Children are so weird. I don't entirely understand them. But the old grandma doesn't like me anymore, and as my little brother starts to run away, we get into one of the greatest game scenes of all time, which I will be completely silent for. Just watch.
Hugo, wait! Don't go out! You're mad! Hugo, come back! What's he doing? Oh no, he's going to get us killed! Hugo, please! I'm sorry! Wait! My God! Oh no! Hugo! I shouldn't have shouted! Please listen to me!
No, leave me alone.
I'm sorry! No! Let him go!
So that's where you were.
No! Wait! I didn't want to!
Amicia! Amicia!
Hugo! I'm coming!
Like, just wow. I love that scene. I could play it 1,000 times. I love the music in it. This is why you need to get this game. As much as I make fun of it, it is an amazing experience. As I climb over this wall, I do manage to see this old knight grabbing my friend. So I decide that this is the time he's going to die. This brings us to the first boss fight of the game. It's relatively interesting. It's mostly just running around and trying to evade this guy while he swings his big hammer in your face. But I avoid him the best I can, and I get him down to the very last drop.
A bit rusty.
Big swing in the wrong direction, mister. You need your AI update. I can help you with that. Long. What a weird person, flopping around all the time. And as my rocks break his armor in half, which means his armor was flawed the whole time, I can't help but notice that he's getting faster, as I'm getting slower, before he bonks me on the head. I do this whole scene again, and it's arguably the same. Not much changes at all, but I can say that it is still as fun as the first time. And as I finally murder this guy with my rocks, I feel this sense of unease, as this is the first man I've killed, if you don't count the guy before. I worry that I broke my sling in the process, but I'm happy to see that it's still there and fine, and as my idiot brother calls to me, I look at him with shame, as I nearly broke my sling. I've killed 500 people. I've been in 12 wars. This is not the first person I've killed. I don't know I'm having such a big reaction to it. The angry peasants start to storm the gate, so I decide that it's time to run away. And luckily, we were led directly to the church. How good is that? And thank you all for watching.